Hey guys, welcome back to the Lake of the Woods and More Fishing Report. This week, let's start out on Devil's Lake over at Bry's Guide Service. Mark says the walleye bite's been a little bit of hit and miss. We're looking for walleyes 1 to 20 feet of water. A couple of issues kind of going on with the walleye bite. Devil's Lake has been clearer than it's been in a long time, Mark says. So if you're walleye fishing, you're wanting to go early morning, late afternoon. If you've got some wind, you can get away catching fish during the midday period. Your best methods for targeting walleyes: vertical jigging, pulling spinners, bottom bouncers, crankbaits, casting and working jigs back to the boat is working too. Probably the number one method right now though is crankbaits. That's catching the most walleyes. If you're looking for northern pike, shallow bays, MEP spinners, big plastics, crankbaits, spoons, things like that is catching pike. And if you're looking for white bass, rocky shorelines, sandy shorelines, especially if they're wind blown, smaller MEP spinners, crankbaits, hair jigs, things like that are catching white bass. If you're looking to get out on a guided trip on Devil's Lake, check out Bry's Guide Service. If you're looking for bait and tackle, bar and grill, convenience items, propane, fuel, things like that, check out Ed's Bar and Bait. Looking to get out to Devil's Lake, check out Bry's Guide Service. Start off the Lake of the Wood portion, going up to the northwest angle, up to Young's Bay Resort. I was up there over the past weekend. Really had some really good fishing. Took a while to find them. The best places that I found fish, neck down areas with structure like points and stuff coming out just prior to the neck down. Probably 18 to 32 feet of water, finding some of those fish up on top. Actually just parked off to the side and was pitching jigs and working them back to the boat very slow. Seems like those walleyes were probably trapping that bait on the bottom, but you start hopping and skipping that jig and the bite was a little bit slower. Water temps were really warm. As of last Sunday, 76 degrees surface temps. We've had some really warm weather. Now it's been a little bit cooler and some rain, so things might have cooled off a little bit, but I think you're still going to want to look. Shoreline structure is probably your best bet. I tried some structure in the bigger bays. I did find some fish, but just not as concentrated as they were off that shoreline structure. Now there are guys catching fish pulling spinners, and if you're on the Canadian side, you got to use plastics. Otherwise, there is someone selling bait. I think it's on Windigo or Windfall Island. I can't remember. I'll see if I can find a link for it and drop it in here if you're looking to buy some live bait. But just remember, you can't transport bait from the U.S. to Canada. But plastics, if you can find Northland Impulse minnows, those work really well. Also, the Kalen jerk shads work really well if you're pulling spinners. The two baits that I found worked the best: 3/8 ounce jig and a 5-inch Kalen jerk shad, and also the B Fish and Tackle Authentics Chartreuse Core. Really good baits. That's a paddle tail minnow bait. Those work phenomenal. Caught some really nice walleyes over the weekend. Had some really good weather. The weather looks pretty decent for the upcoming weekend if we get through a couple more scattered rain showers throughout the rest of this week. But if you're looking to get up to the northwest angle, Young's Bay is filling up pretty fast now that the border's been open and things are back to normal. Looks like the weekends are pretty booked here for a little while. You can maybe get on a cancellation list. Got some midweek availability for lodging and stuff. And if you're looking for a guide service, Young's Bay will hook you up with that. But looking really good at Young's Bay right now up at the northwest angle. So we'll check in with Marshall here from Lake Road Lodge in the southeast end of Lake of the Woods, and then we'll check in with Joe from Keeper's Guide Service down in the Mille Lacs and Brainerd area.
Hey guys, this is your southeast portion of Lake of the Woods fishing report for this week. Weather's been great, wind's been a little on the flat side. Fishing's been good. We're still jigging. It has started to come into a little bit more of a spinner bite. I haven't pulled any spinners yet, but I know some guys are doing it. Depths, it's all over the board right now. We're sitting right now, today we're sitting in 15 feet of water. Yesterday we were sitting in 13. Day before that we found them in 25 feet of water. Kind of a drive around and find them deal, and when you find them, they're there. It seems like colors for the week is definitely pink and gold all the way. Pretty much the only thing we have on the lines right now is gold or pink and gold. Shiners is still the key. Leeches, off and on a little bit. Maybe the better quality fish are coming on leeches, but we're not getting them as fast. Weather for the weekend looks perfect actually. Winds gonna be nice. And temperature's actually gonna be down a little bit. It's been a little bit of a hot one. I finally got to put some flannel on this morning. So other than that, it's been a great week. Thank you.
Hey guys, Joe with Keeper's Guide Service for your weekly fishing report. The bite's been pretty good all around. We haven't done much on Mille Lake this week due to the bug hatch, so we've done a lot in the Brainerd Lakes area to try to stay away from the bugs. However, we did get out on Mille a couple times for walleyes, and we're finding those walleyes still to be in that 15 to 22 foot range out in the rocks. So that's a great place to target them, whether it's with a crawler, a minnow, or a leech. Those are all been great options. But we've been spending a lot of time in Brainerd for crappies and bass, and that crappie and bass bite's been really good. Let's talk about a couple of the baits that I've been using this week for the crappies and the bass. We'll start with crappie for crappie. It's hard to beat a gulp minnow. These work really, really well. That's kind of been our number one that we've used for the panfish this week. And then as far as for bass, I had a couple different baits here. We'll start out with this one. This one's pretty cool. I like it. It's called the Medusa. It's made by Snoopy's Custom Lures. He's a small company, does a really good job. Makes net heads, and these are an awesome bait. I really like them. They work good. And then we got our Billy Rub products. So if I'm drop shotting, I like the Hot Shot. This is a really great bait. Works really well. And then the Nook for a Ned rig. This is a really great bait also. Those have kind of been my best baits for the week. They work really well. I guess that's all I got for you this week. If you're looking to get out, give me a call. Otherwise, tight lines and good luck.
All right, that is the report for this week. Hope it gives you some pointers, some places to start. Hope it helps you out a little bit. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great weekend. Hope you have some good luck out on the water. If you want to send some pictures, you can do that after5outdoors@gmail.com. I'll gladly put you up there if you want to share your experience over your last trip. Any tips or anything you want to share with anybody, you can include them as well. So until next time, I hope you can get out, enjoy God's great outdoors, and we will see you on the next one.